Okay, everybody. Hello. Welcome to October. In the Life Atelier, I just want to give you a quick overview of what we have coming up. Rita, as always, is not having the best day, and I am preparing to go to the UK tomorrow. So you'll see chaos behind me. Bed is not made. In fact, that's something, those jars up there that I want to share with you as part of the sustainability upgrade. Those are Rita's, what are they? They're Rita's dog biscuits, zero waste dog biscuits for Rita. So, October, we are starting something new, which is having a theme for the month. And I really want to make it as easy as possible for you to implement these life balance tools. So, what you're going to get is a lesson, three life balance lessons, okay? And they're going to be 10 minutes or less, so super easy to implement. And I'm also going to give you some prompts for sustainability so that we can start to make these little changes in our lifestyle where it really does feel like an upgrade. Okay. So let me show you what you've got coming up. Okay, here we go. So first off, you're going to see this Notion guide. So this is something that you will have on ideally the first of each month, if that works out as a Monday. And so you'll see that our focus is creating space by unlocking your everyday superpowers. And this is really about the things that are just part of who we are as a human that we have not been using intentionally. Okay. So, for example, we scroll down, you'll see your first lesson, how we talk to ourselves, right? We don't often think about the impact that the language we use when we talk to ourselves has an effect on how we are doing things, how we are living day to day. Really simple example of that is if you imagine that the example that I always give was getting my car stuck in like, oh God, it was like sandy, concretey mud when I was up in the mountains in Spain. And there is one avenue where the voice that I used to talk to myself and the language that I used was, oh my God, you should have known this would happen. Why did you take your car down this road? Right. And what that then does is create anxiety in my body. So then I'm starting to rev the engine and I end up getting more and more stuck versus the speaking slowly to myself, kindly, and saying, okay, we'll take as long as it takes. You are going to work this out at some point. You've got this, right? And those, just that little change in how I talk to myself meant that I was able to get out of that situation quite quickly and then have a good story to tell later. And it's the same tools that I was then using to deal with tiny car parts in the center of Madrid, with everything else. Okay. So number one, our language. The second thing, which is the lesson that will go live on the 12th of October, is your nervous system. I have a great tutorial coming for you about the nervous system ladder. And this is how to work with your body instead of against it. So if you've ever experienced freezing, whether that's speaking in public or before having a difficult conversation, this is going to help you. This is also the key to getting out of procrastination. And then the third, the self-coaching tool. And again, this is a way that we can plan our day. We can start to change the results that we're having, that we're creating. And what I wanted to show you down here is also you're going to start to see what's coming up next. So I have really been very like inspired by yoga and starting to think in terms of where is the tool that I'm learning in the bigger picture. So what you're going to have is in this month, the kind of foundation tools, right? And starting to build that muscle. And then you can see that, okay, coming up in January, which will be our next creating space month, what does it look like when you're using these tools on the next level? Okay. And so I just love that. And then again, when you've started to use them at that next level, what's the advanced version of that? Yes, Rita. So we've got your life balance lessons. We've also got book club. We will be doing Not the End of the World. Amazing book, hopeful, proactive, super cool. You can have a quick look at the sustainability upgrade prompts. And then we've got our live calls on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. You can come to all of them, you can come to none of them. It's completely up to you. Now, so this is about you being able to take your notes and do what you like in there. I just want to quickly show you where this corresponds with the platform. So what you'll see is wherever you've got these highlights, right? So you click on October space. No, because I'm in a different browser. But for example, over here, you'll see in here, this is where you'll have your video lessons. Okay. And each of these places is like its own little, like, it's like the living room or the kitchen inside the big house. Okay. So October, you can see we've got book club. Your lessons will be here. And then you've got the calendar to join the events. So for example, we click on Tuesday and you just literally, you'll tap on there and you can add it to your calendar, RSVP down here, super easy. And then if we come over to the Language Salon, you'll see that you've got all of your resources for the Language Salon. And then in the Almanac, you've got your living journal and then resources that will help you to implement that. So I am really excited about this. I'm using all of these things myself. I'm adding updates to them. So let me know your questions. RSVP, and if you're watching this and you're not yet a member, you will be able to sign up there'll be a link somewhere around here. And if you are a member and you're interested in bringing friends or bringing this to the workplace, then send me a DM inside the platform.